Okay, let's see.
What time is it? It's past my bedtime. I gotta go to sleep.
Okay. Yutaka, hi. This is, who are we? What your name, please? Okay. I need you to state your name. Please state your name.
Oh, Yutaka Sugiyama.
And please don't swing, because I can't swing the camera.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna need some help for questions. This guy is one of the older alumni, is next to Alden and John. So any questions? And remember, it says this, what is your favorite moment? You said my favorite moment was. Okay. What was your favorite moment of Rose Float?
I would have to say one of my favorite moments was actually driving the float. It would have been the 82 float, Way Out Welcome.
What happened that year?
That year, many things happened that year. One vivid memory is New Year's Eve, pouring down rain. Everyone was afraid that the parade may be rained out. We're afraid that we're heavily overloaded. We had overbuilt much of the float. The water was adding weight to it. We had what was called the lava pit, which was a neoprene pool which was starting to fill up with water. Sleeping in the volcano with it all damp and soggy, very uncomfortable. But parade day was a beautiful day. We made it all the way down.
What were some of the innovations while you were on Rose Float? I forgot to ask you guys that.
My year, there were several things. I don't know if I can recall them all. I think we had the first use of fiber optics. We had a fiber optic link on board. I don't know if we were first with closed circuit TV. We had TV monitors and cameras on board. Hard to say. It was long ago.
Yeah, okay. How did Rose Float help you in your professional career?
Basically, I think where it helped me most was in management skills. Being on committee was a tough situation. It's hard to actually work on the float when you're in a management position where you have to assign jobs. That was toughest for me in that there were things that I wanted to do that I would have to assign to others.
Did you guys have a question over there? Oh, you're just waving. Okay. You had an interesting crossover in that. Tell me about the different committee positions and how they were like to one or the other. You know, a lot of times it's design or construction or decorations. What committee positions were you, and how did they interrelate and give you understanding?
Well, I figured I started off as club treasurer, and that was for the 81 float. What was that? Snow float?
Close enough. We'll let it roll.
Yeah, snow float. That exposed me to being a club officer, the club side of the Rose Float activity. Excuse me. Where the chief job was the people, getting students involved, planning activities for them, and feeding them. I then went to instruction chair, where my chief responsibility was actual construction of the float. And that was in 82, Way Out Welcome. And then my next step was to decorations chair in 83 for While the Cats at Play. And that's near the end of the project where the actual decorations are applied.
Now, often it's felt that construction chair doesn't like to see his nice welds and steel covered up. Did you learn any respect for that after being construction when you went to decorations?
No, because there's another layer in between.
What's that?
It's all the design work. And I felt that as a construction chair, my job was to have a sound float. And as a decoration chair, I felt my job was to have a visually pleasing float.
Okay. With whom did you work on the float? And what do you remember? What are your memories about those people? Gesundheit.
I worked with people too many to name.
Okay, here's an unfair question. Rose floats had happy and sad times. What are some of the sad times? Nothing this 2 months ago? Okay. Okay. How did you find out about Rose Float?
Cal Poly Rose Float, I imagine.
Yeah. Well, first let's start with the Rose Parade. What are your first memories of the Rose Parade?
My first memories were, as a kid, my parents really enjoyed watching the parade. And we used to go to Victory Park and walk around and see the floats up close. I don't recall when the first time was, but I just remember I was still young when we did that.
When do you remember the first Cal Poly float?
First Cal Poly float probably was my freshman year at Cal Poly. There were people in the dorm who was probably involved in it, tried to get me to come, but I kind of resisted. And they were good friends and still are good friends. And I decided to join in on the 1980 float and been working on floats ever since.
Okay. What's the most memorable moment you have from Rose Float from all the years?
While at school?
No, in any time.
I don't know. I had an answer for you when I was sitting there. I can't remember.
Okay, we'll come back to it. Now, as an alumni, as an alum, as alumnus, as someone who actually has got a diploma because he looked to both sides and those people are gone. A weak joke. Anyway, as an alum, what does it mean to go back in December to decorate and participate?
It's like taking a step back. Going back to when life was a little bit more carefree. Didn't have to worry about the paycheck bills. Just go down and decorate, see friends.
What do you think the alumni can do for the students?
I'm pretty opinionated in that area. I think the alumni should support them in their efforts. Just from an advisory position and a financial one. I don't see us as actually participating in the effort, rather just coaching.
What do you think about the 50th? What are your thoughts? What are you looking forward to? What do you hope to see for the 50th anniversary?
I'm excited about all the events that are coming up. I'm intimately involved with the 50th planning. I hope to see a lot more student involvement, perhaps a lot bigger club on both campuses, and perhaps a lot bigger effort in to see everything go well.
Now, 500 people are going to be sitting here a year from now watching this on a big screen TV, and you're just talking to them. So what do you want to say to everybody out there right now saying, you know, yeah.
I'd say I don't have anything to tell them. You just know what it feels like. I feel the same way. It's indescribable.
Did I ask you about midnight appropriations already?
No, you haven't.
Tell me about midnight appropriations.
We never did any.
Now it's statute of limitations, right? You're clearing.
What were some good ones? I'll mention one, and I think it was on the Foothill Freeway, I believe. And I didn't participate, but I was aware of the campus grass collection going on alongside there, and how the highway patrol had pulled up and asked them what they were doing. Needless to say, there were no arrests. They said it was a police question. It was in Pasadena, so they kind of understood what was going on. It was like all those Cal Poly kids.
Okay, what about pranks? What's the funniest prank or best prank you ever pulled?
I need to think on this one.
Okay, we'll get back to you. And if you had to pick a color, what would that color be?
For what?
I don't know. That's their question.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you could be a floral material, if you could be a floral material, what would you be? I'm sorry. Start over. If you were to be covered in a floral material, what would it be?
If I were covered in a floral material. And by who? I think I would like to be petaled. And calendula petals. I would make them work, definitely.
Who would do it to you?
Who would I like doing that to me? How about Kathy Ireland?
Tell me about the calendula bowl. How did that ever start?
That's something dear to my heart. It was me and Bruce. It was our idea.
What was your idea?
The calendula bowl. We organized and played in the first one. We decided, hey, there's a Super Bowl. Hey, there's a Rose Bowl. Things were winding down. It's banquet weekend. And we had this perfectly good flower field to play football in. So we got us a couple of teams together, watered the field, and had our first mud bowl. That was our calendula bowl.
Okay. Any other questions from the peanut butter gallery?
What the heck is calendula?
Calendulas are a pretty stinky flower that has real small petals, but they have brilliant oranges and brilliant yellows. We grew them quite a bit back in the 80s. We used to have.
It's like a flat mound.
It's a weed.
Yeah, it's like a flat mound.
Basically, it's a weed.
No, not calendulas. You're thinking of status. That's a weed.
Status is no weed.
Status is a weed.
Not from the landscape perspective, it's not. Okay. I think we'll let you off the hook. Who's next? John?
Thank you.
Kurt? Oh, and I forgot to hit this go button.